Hello, viewers. I'm SB,
And I'm Amabel.
and welcome back to The Rise of the Golden Idol, where today we're taking on the third case in the detective past, the third investigation. I guess there are cases within the. We're doing this now. It's the Age of Restraint. Welcome to the Age of Restraint. I have no place here. Witness the Age of Restraint, in which an ancient society cracks down on dangerous technology. So there's this ancient Lemurian society, right? And they have all this crazy super technology that lets them do things like wipe people's minds or transfer people's consciousness to other places or whatever. And
Okay.
then we have seen the reemergence of some of this technology in the modern age, right? That's sort of the premise of this game, and the premise of the previous game, Case of the Golden Idol, was basically that, except not the modern age, right? The late 1800s.
Yeah.
There's one piece of Lemurian technology got loose, and it caused all kinds of havoc.
Yeah, which I've played Case of the Golden Idol,
Yeah, you
and
played that whole thing at this point.
And I was with you for the Phoenix expansion for this one. The rest I haven't engaged with, but
all right, let's jump into this first case here.
Okay.
Fruits of Disobedience. A tragic occurrence in an ancient orchard. Delicious fruits.
Disobedient fruits. It's me.
I mean, it's both of us. All right, what's going on over here? We have some kind of beam being used on this plant. See? The range is short, and its uses are limited. My children and I obey the charter with exactness. I assume my husband Tanis told you the same thing. So I don't know why this text is green. That's interesting. So you deny that misuse was behind this. Raska, be forthcoming with information. Nobody will be punished. And this fellow's got a technological abuse report. Offense, violation of national restraint policy in the Tonska orchards in Xenopolis. Evidence, fused organic matter. Culprit to be determined. Punishment, memory removal. That is a pretty severe punishment. And we're not allowed to examine this device at all, but it does have a triangle on it, which is interesting. Over here we got... Okay, so there are a bunch of different devices, and they do have different, like, symbology on them.
Okay.
What's going on over here? I am a sentinel. I am not a sentinel. The canal is pink. The canal is blue. Sir, the family members with me in the Spite Fruit Orchard used only our approved tools today, and everyone stayed in their assigned orchards. Lemuri, if we finish before your uncle and aunt today and prove that Yeldas are the lifeblood of these orchards, I will take you to a spiel dance performance. Do not disappoint me, son. Okay. So this would appear to be Lemuria Yelda? That's probably something we can write down, right?
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and just make a note of that now. I'm gonna try putting the information together.
First name is Raska.
That's true. I'm gonna try putting the information together more as we get it. I've traditionally have been like, hey, let's get all the words, get all the information, and then start building stuff out of it. And I'm finding with these, as these cases get bigger, more and more I'm forgetting stuff before we get to the end of that process. So it's also worth noting, so like this is two different voices saying things that disagree with each other.
Yeah.
And the gem on the head is pulsing the two colors. So perhaps there's two people in that mind, two minds in that brain, however you want to put it.
Well, that's
maybe
disquieting.
Yeah, and see this one is green or off, and we're getting the default white text color and green text. Jesus.
Okay, well. All right.
That seems like a serious problem.
There's still like
Sort of the
standing.
opposite of fused. This organic matter has been unfused in an unnatural way. So it kind
Yeah.
of looks like this is like a stump, right? It kind of looks like something just came through and sheared everything off at about that
Yeah.
height here.
Can you? I'm sorry, it's gonna bug me. Can you click on the person that's next to the?
Oh no, that's absolutely the next person we should look at. Sorry. Before giving your testimony, let's make sure your temporary Veridola is calibrated. Repeat after me. I am a sentinel. I am not a sentinel. The canal is pink. The canal is blue. Okay. So this person is like, say this in green, say this in pink, say this in green, say this in pink. And this person is able to repeat. But their shit did not stay the same colors. They were supposed to say green, pink, and instead they said pink, green, pink. Yeah, interesting. Don't know what it means, but their Veridola is not doing exactly the right thing. And also that device is called a Veridola. I went to the Glutfruit orchard with my grandfather for the harvest. What else is there to say? I harvested Glutfruit. Maybe it's an indicator of... It's like a lie detector? And it's supposed to turn one color on a truth and then a different color on a... The only reason I thought that mind thing is because we have seen in previous... the main case for this game, which I guess you have not played through yet, has a lot to do with people's minds being moved from one body to another via the Lemurian tech. So, my colleagues are interviewing your family members separately. Please recount your day to me. Okay, so that seems pretty solid there, right? This is a simple declaratory sentence that could be true or false, and then the imperative is not colored because it would not be either true or false.
Okay.
Be calm, Father. I'll mislure him as much as you will. Aren't they simply ensuring that the truth is revealed? And this is property of Nada Yelda. Why the Yeldas should inherit the orchards. Well, my brother is lazy and his wife is disrespectful. And my nephew is useless. All three Lervels have yet to prove their worth to the orchards. My parents will see the truth soon enough. We're earning here a lot of words. So those of you who have never seen one of these games before, as we investigate the scene, we sort of like acquire important concepts, and then we will use those concepts to build out our understanding of the events that have occurred in this place. My son was just killed, and they raid my orchards and strap us in Veridolas like we're liars? Okay, yeah, that feels like a confirmation, right?
So we have the name of the...
Yeah. So these two are both Yeldas, right? Sorry. Which one are you? You're this one. We don't know you, but these two are both Yeldas, right?
I think so. Yeah.
This person is not. We have no reason to think this person is not a Yelda at the moment. And we're not given access to the boots, but the boots I would think are Lurum Yelda.
Yeah. Or Lurum.
Yeah, I guess that's true. I guess it is. It doesn't say Lurum is a family member. Well, no, he says my son was just killed, and she says I'll miss Lurum as much as anybody. So those refer to the same person, right?
Yes, but because if you look at her little note, why the Yellow should inherit the order. All three Lervels have yet to prove their word to the Orchids. My parents will see the truth soon enough. So I am assuming that the Lervas are
Lervels
are
the other branch of the family.
The other branch of the family.
Yeah.
So it might be Larum Lerval.
Well, but if he's Okay, we'll see.
Well, we'll see.
All right, we picked up everything here. It looks like we picked up everything here. What's going on inside this building? Okay, that's neat. No one did lie. Please, let us grieve in peace. Whatever happened today was an accident. Where did you take my son? No one did is reference to... Okay. Your son is being questioned in the Spite Fruit Orchard. This is all standard procedure for our investigations. Why do you fear us? An approved harvester could not have caused this atrocity. Which of you broke the charter? None of us did. No one did. But I know that to be false when I'm saying it.
Yeah.
However, this person does believe that what happened today was an accident. Okay, the safety charter. Farmers may only use approved harvesters comprising, I clicked, neck extendable for use on bait fruit plants. Tine keeps raise range to about a hand's length. Ferrule corresponding to a specific bin's portal. The markings are on the bins.
Okay.
So the marking on the ferrule tells you where the thing you're teleporting is going to go. The transmitter, which will be pointed at the ground during use, that'll be this red bit at the end, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, this is the grip then. Safeguard, supplied by the Sentinels, prevents targeting of any matter except for fruit, prevents invalid harvester configurations. That person wasn't cut off at they were partially teleported, I think.
Yeah, I mean, we can see them in the bin.
Is that supposed to be a person shape?
I mean, those are hands.
I agree with you that that's a hand. Oh, fused organic matter. This is that tree mulched up with that person, I think.
Yeah, that's real gross.
Yep. Okay. Well, we discovered that. Then we've earned ourselves a couple of other panels here.
The man is not breathing.
Well, fucking thank the gods. Can you imagine?
Always the way.
Can you imagine how much worse this situation would be if that dude was breathing? Okay, harvest day assignments. Glut fruit is Etham and Tanis. Spite fruit is Nada, Lemuria, and Raska. Bait fruit is Lurum and Vel. And these are the three different kinds of fruit, presumably. So somebody's fucking up because they're putting the dot fruit in the triangle basket. And by somebody, I mean the one person who is currently teleporting fruit.
Mm.
We also have over here, I guess, a news article. Lurum Lurvel handles the glut fruit. The Tanska family orchards voted best fruit planters in Lemuria. Gosh, we got so many words and concepts to work with now. And then inside this window, it will be so much more efficient. Better reach means quicker work. I'll test it today. I'll prove that Nada is wrong about me. So I was already looking at the machine. Mm-hmm. I stopped reading the note entirely. A modified tine requires a modified safeguard to work, so I'll need to adjust that as well. And also, on the ground here, Tavik Ptu and Morina Freppo have joined hands in marriage. In line with Lemurian tradition, their new family name will be Tavrina. So it's it's half of the first one of their first names and half of the other first name. That's interesting because I was about to say Ptu is a name that I recognize. There's a character elsewhere in this story who has that last name. Do you remember?
I don't.
Okay, so it's probably something from the second game. But I recognize
the first, and I forgot.
I recognize this is a Lemurian name. There's another Lemurian character who has this surname.
Okay.
Anyway, check that out.
So we've been to we have all the spots and all the words.
Yeah.
Let's see what we gotta figure out.
Yeah. So the ultimate goal of every case is to fill in the events page to describe the things that happened. On the way there, we're given some sort of intermediary tasks, which will theoretically probably help us fill in the events page, but the case is successfully solved when the events page is finished. We don't have to finish these other things.
Yeah, but we're going to. Can you go back into the little office window, please?
Sure.
And I'm sorry, go out of that. I was wrong. Can you go to the little newspaper clipping
Okay.
over on the?
Yeah.
So that's the glut fruit. So we
Yeah,
can
I
put
do-
that
I-
in as glut fruit.
I do agree that this is where we should start. We should nail down which fruit's which, because that's going to be pretty easy to do, I think. So that's a glut fruit.
Someone's son is being interrogated near the spite fruit.
Yeah, your son is being questioned in the spite fruit orchard.
So
The
that'd
family
be
members
spite
with me in
fruit.
the spite fruit orchard used only our approved tools today, and everyone stayed in their assigned orchards. So this would seem to be spite fruit,
Yeah.
and this is the glut fruit. Oh, that's not what I want. I want the words panel. A spite fruit kit, and this is a bait fruit. Obviously, come on now. Who was in which orchard when the death occurred? Okay. Interesting. So we're told that everyone stayed in their assigned orchards.
And that is true.
And this person believes that.
Yeah.
I do want to I'm going to lay a real hard on that distinction. Let's not say that's true. Let's say this person believes that.
Okay.
Because I'm sure they will try to bait and switch us with the difference at some point. But as far as you know, you're supposed to be over here, and you were over here. And we think you are Lemuria Yelda. So let me go back. I wish that it had pulled... I wish that we could like pick up pieces of information and take them with us. I guess that's what you're doing here. But like I would love to just be able to see the Harvest Day assignments from wherever I'm at, right?
Yeah.
So Lemuria Yelda in the spite fruit. Oh, interesting. So you're being questioned over there, but you were supposed to be working here.
But wait,
Well,
they said he'd
when
be
the
questioned
death
in this, but
when the death occurred.
yeah.
So I guess we don't really know that. We know you were here, and if we're defining the difference between the orchards as like the colored areas on the ground, you were right there when you died.
Yeah.
That being bait fruit makes you either lure. It makes you lure them.
Yeah.
Right. Which we So Vel is the person. Vel is the other person. Theoretically, we don't know who Vel is just yet, but we do now have the ability to put down that you are Lorem. And I'm gonna yield to you on technically this person might not be a Yelda.
No, I'm
they're the
pretty sure it's a Lurvel.
They're the grandson of a Yelda, but yeah, there's right. Well, Lur.
Yeah. Oh,
So
yeah.
Lur married Vel, and their family became Lurvel.
Okay. No, that makes sense.
So that's interesting. And if Lur and Vel were working here, then that means one of you two is Vel. We don't know the grandfather's first name.
Yeah.
We also don't have Etham and Tanis. So Vel, Etham, and Tanis are the first names that are left over.
So Tanis is. Hang on. Go back to the outside.
Okay.
So that lady mentioned Tanis. I'm sorry. I'm pointing. You can't see where I'm pointing.
Yeah, that's a problem.
So the first lady that we looked at, first person we looked at.
My husband, Tanis. Okay, and
Yeah.
given her age, that's probably the...
It's probably that's
Yeah.
what I'm assuming.
Okay. But if the husband's name is Tanis, then the last name they have doesn't.
Then his last name isn't Yelda. It's
Yeah. Okay.
Can you pull up the words panel for me?
Yep. If his name is Tanis, then the last name is Tanska.
Tanis Tanska. Yeah.
Yeah. Good point. Good point. And so.
And this Raska Tanska.
Yeah, Raska Tanska. And then. Lurum Lurvel. And. My grandfather, Tanis. If we finish before your uncle and aunt today and prove the Yeldas are the lifeblood of these orchards, I will take you to a spiel dance performance. If we, the Yeldas, finish before
your uncle and aunt,
your uncle
the
and
Lurvels.
aunt, the Lurvels. So Lemuria Yelda.
And the note from that the woman talking to the grandfather mentions brother, wife, and then her nephew. So I think that's also going to be. I think the other two people we have here are both Lurvels.
Okay.
I'm
just trying to identify who I think is a child here, because
yeah, it's a little tricky with the art, but I do think the little blonde haired.
So you're a child, grandfather.
Yeah.
Which means.
And the child was in the orchard with the in the glut fruit. So who do we have assigned on glut fruit?
Yeah, okay, that's good.
On the schedule.
I went to the glut fruit orchard. I did not harvest glut fruit. Interesting. But I went to the glut fruit orchard, which makes me Etham. That's the wrong panel. There's so many fucking panels. Right? That's Etham in the glut fruit orchard.
And then.
So I'm just double checking. Okay, yes, that's the right one.
And then it's Vel Lurvel.
Yeah.
And Etham Lurvel.
Yeah. So Vel is this one. Okay, the one inside. Which of you broke the charter? No one did, says Vel, knowing that that's not true. So Vel knows of a breakage of the rules, if not broke the rules herself. That's another thing, is that sometimes gender is a little tricky for me with the art style. But yeah, I think you're right about this. There are three Yervils, 3 Lurvels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. We got that.
Okay.
We got that name thing worked out. This is gonna make our lives a little bit easier.
Oh, the family should be really easy, right?
How is each of these people related to the? He's got quite a look. So that's Lurum Lurvel, who is.
So he's
older.
So
Lurum is
her brother.
Yeah, Lurum is Tanis' son.
Yeah.
Okay. Parent. Also parent. That makes. So Vel and Lurum are Also,
But-
what they're this one of them is the child of this marriage.
Yeah.
Do we know which one?
No, but Vel and Lurvel are. Oh no, no. Lurum is the son because Nada is his sister.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, we know Lurum is the
Yeah.
right. That's the whole thing we're doing.
Yeah.
Right. So Vel
is spouse.
Spouse. That was
Etham is child.
That's a silly thing for me to forget. Etham is child.
Etham is child.
And then Lemuria is his nephew.
Nephew, yeah.
And then Nada Yelda are
sibling.
My brother. Yeah, sibling. Okay.
Yeah, baby, we're doing so good.
All right. So at this point, from the schedule, let's have a look at this. So the schedule says that's not movable. That's annoying. Not every panel is movable, and it's always the ones that you would like to be movable that aren't.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Etham and Tanis were supposed to be in the glut fruit.
Yeah, and we know that Lemuri believes everybody was in the right orchard at the time.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Lemuria would be in the spite fruit orchard themselves.
Presumably they have eyes on Nada and Raska. Raska is this one. It's interesting that Raska is currently pulling... Oh, no, they are going to the spite fruit bin. Yeah, that makes sense. Raska's tool is attuned to the spite fruit bin. So Val was in the bait fruit area, and you two were up here. At the moment that the thing went awry.
Okay.
All right, let's talk about how this harvester works. This is important. So, according to the safety charter, probably don't need this for this part. According to the safety charter, this bit at the end is the transmitter, right? We keep it pointed at the ground during use.
Okay.
Here is your grip for gripping it,
Mm-hmm.
and also ripping it, one assumes. If we take a look, we can actually see... Yeah, that's the grip. Okay. The ferrule, which must be corresponding to the specific bin's portal, then is this part. This is the part that has the bin designator on it.
Right.
Safeguard supplied by the Sentinels prevents the targeting of any matter except for the organic fruit. This is the bit that has the Sentinel marker on it.
Okay.
So one presumes that is the safeguard. And then we have the tine and the neck. And just based on the way those things are named, this has got to be the case.
Yep. So all that's left now is to solve a murder.
So we know all of the pieces.
Accident.
We know all of the pieces of this thing. Sorry, that's not what I wanted. So to grasp what's happening here, this person has constructed. It will be so much more efficient. Better reach means quicker work. The tine is what keeps the reach low. So this person has designed a thing with a different tine that allows it to reach further. And because it reached further than the person wielding it expected, it consumed most of Lurub's body. And also a large tree. right? That's what happened here.
Yes, and because okay, and
So what we
because
have right here is a neck
the
and a tine and a safeguard and a what the
right,
fuck. This is the
yeah,
new
and then
tine, I guess.
right, and the Yeldas wanted to do it faster.
Right.
That
More range means faster work, and thus we'll finish before the thing because we're trying to prove that we're supposed to inherit the orchards. Okay.
okay,
So I want to just go over what everybody's saying one more time. Now that we
yeah,
know now that we understand the situation. I'll miss Lurum as much as you will. Lie.
lie.
The range of my tool is short. Its uses are limited. My children and I obey the charter with exactness. She believes. I am a sentinel. I am not a sentinel. The canal is pink. The canal is blue. So hold on. The calibration here is interesting. You're a sentinel. You're not a sentinel. So this isn't a breakage. This is the expected result that the colors swapped.
Okay,
This is how you're supposed to, I guess, if you don't just intuit that these are lie detectors, this is the way you're supposed to be able to figure it out, I guess.
okay,
And that means that Lura, this one is calibrated properly, so we trust this. Family members with me in the Spitefruit Orchard used only our approved tools. Everyone stayed in their assigned orchards. So all three of these people using the appropriate tools. We know she's still using the appropriate tool, even while showing the Sentinel, which is screwing up the harvest a little bit. Okay, so everybody here just had their assigned tools. I mean, it seems to me that this
yep,
this person would be the one, Val Lerville,
oh,
right? Just like in terms of it being an issue of range.
right. Can you go back to where Vel's talking on the inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one broke the rules. Whatever happened today was an accident.
And we know one. Okay,
So Vel knows that the safety charter was broken. So Vel's using a non-standard tool, right? Because this is the only rule on the safety charter is just use the approved harvester. So what happened is Val used a non-standard tool and accidentally killed Lurum.
well, that's too bad.
It would seem. Okay, so let's try to make this make sense with the words we're given.
So someone modified the
Yeah.
time.
Yep. Modified the time. We believe it to be Vel Lerville. Actually, it might not be Vel who modified it. It was Vel who used it.
Yeah.
Vel Lerville aimed a harvester at. Yeah. Okay, so somebody. Let's take the name out here. Modified the time of a harvester to increase its range, to extend its range. In the process, the safeguard was also modified.
Remove.
Well, yeah, right. Like grammatically, remove doesn't work. Hold on, let's look. Does that safeguard appear to be different than the standard safeguard? It's hard to say because we can't see the connective bit. So okay, if you look at the hold on though. If you look at the way the pieces are shaped here, so I don't know what this thing is, but they seem to have taken the forward connective piece of that for their
It's not the pine, it's the neck that was modified. The neck's longer, isn't it?
Well, the necks are extendable though.
Oh, right.
You can see
right.
where it
Never mind.
collapses.
Right, and the time's what prevents it from. Right. Okay.
So, if you're done shouting at me,
I'm sorry. I'm trying.
You can see here, this tine has this connective piece, and this, what we think is the new tine, has a different connective piece. Then this safeguard would fit together with this bit, right?
Yeah.
So this is the new safeguard. Wait, maybe this safeguard was modified? Modified time requires modified safeguard. It says it right there.
Oh, okay.
It says it right there in the text. Right. Maybe the...
Okay. All right. Good job. All right.
Modified. So then while in the... I keep forgetting the bait fruit. Well, in the bait fruit orchard. Well, in a bait fruit orchard. That's kind of a sneaky use of the grammar on the on the things. Val Lerville aimed a harvester at
a bait fruit plant. She wasn't aiming it at.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and this is a bait fruit tree, right? Aimed it at a bait fruit plant. And Lurum Lurville was behind the plant. And so was fused with it. Okay, so we believe it was Val Lurville who modified the thing then, right? Do we have any reason to think it was anybody else?
Can you go to the Yelda woman's or Yelda person's list of why she hates her?
Disrespectful of like the rules, maybe?
Yeah, so let's go with her for that.
This is probably not relevant to anything except the way people are named. I'll prove that Nada is wrong about me. So it was definitely a Lurville who did it. I don't know that this note suggests that it was Vel necessarily, but it certainly suggests it was a Lurville.
Better reach means quicker work, so I'm wondering...
I'll test it today, though. If it was Vel using it...
Okay, then yeah, let's go with Vel.
Okay.
Okay.
So, for the people who are unfamiliar, in case this is your first time seeing this, when we get an incorrect... if we are wrong by 1 or 2 slots, it will tell us that we are incorrect with 2 or fewer mistakes. The fact that we just got a blanket incorrect means there are at least 3 errors, which is to say there's probably like some name problems going on here.
Okay.
Whatever happened today was an accident. Where did you take my son?
He didn't harvest Clefruit.
My nephew is useless. Ooh, do you think that it was... I mean, it could be the kid.
Yeah.
Who modified the thing and then tried to use it. The angle of the shot, yeah, okay. If we're thinking that, sorry, Lurum, if we're thinking that Lurum was behind the tree when the thing was fired, it does make more sense for it to have been fired from the this orchard than from this orchard, right? You just think about like the angle.
Okay. And there it is in
This thing
the
is
right in the.
So okay, what's interesting here is so he was given. I forgot about that. So he was it's the modified thing was the person was supposed to be harvesting glut fruit, but instead they brought a thing that was modified to grab spite fruit.
And okay, so the kid.
Wait,
okay.
it was modified to grab spite fruit. He was aiming for a spite fruit tree? How did he hit? Where the fuck were you standing, kid?
He is useless. Canonically useless.
I guess he was. We're supposed to read as he was like in these bushes. But yeah, he would have been aiming for a spite fruit tree. Okay, that's interesting. Aim to harvester at a spite fruit plant while in the glut fruit orchard.
Yeah. And it was the Etham larval.
And it was Etham larval who modified it and presumably who aimed it. Now, one thing that's interesting is that we went from 3 to 2 on that, which means that even if this is wrong, there's still also one other error. Right?
Okay. Yeah.
But I do believe all this stuff is right. In the process, the safeguard was also modified. Modified the time of a harvester to extend its range. This stuff we think is all correct, right? All the other words in the first paragraph.
Yeah. No. So he was aiming at a bait fruit plant. I mean, he might have had the thing wrong because he's useless, but that's what the guy was behind. Lorem larval was behind the plant, so it had to be the kind of plant that got.
Okay, so you're thinking the useless thing is supposed to tell us that he's too stupid to have modified the thing correctly.
Yes.
I don't think that's unreasonable. Yeah, okay, that's the angle makes more sense if he was aiming at a bait fruit plant. I will say that I don't like that. I think that's I think a bit of a logical leap from somebody thinks he's useless to he fully attached the wrong guard to his invention.
If they had used the word incompetent or stupid, I think it would have been a more natural.
I still think that's not a great jump. I probably would never have made it. So I guess I'm very glad you're here.
We did a good job.
That's not an evidence-based jump, in my opinion. Okay, Etham larval wanted to prove that he and his family were assets to the orchard, so he created a more effective harvester. However, in the process, he made it much more dangerous and accidentally killed his father. Afterwards, sentinels arrived to investigate the accident, and boy did he ever kill his father. He killed the entire shit out of his father.
Good job,
really...
Team Amabel.
No. It's the front half of one name and the back half of one name.
Oh, is it?
Right?
Did I get that right? Okay, I thought it was... Okay.
Hold on.
Amawin. Team Amawin.
I mean, it's right there in the name, isn't it? Right? I'm right about that. Yeah, Tavrina. There you go.
Okay.
Team Amawin strikes again.
We already have the title for the episode. It's great.
Work chat. Here's their Slack. Top 3 highlights from last night's drinks event. Go. Easy. Lover boy serenading you over the PA system. Oh, please do not remind me. Keep dreaming, sweetheart. Moving on. How about your flawless impression of Ptala? You sneeze without authorization? Prepare to be vaporized. My masterpiece. That was amazing. Speaking of Ptala's wrath, how could we forget the old-timer's speech about ending the restraint policy? I was merely being ironic. Well, it was quite the manifesto. Soon all Lemurians will agree. We have the power but are unwilling to use it. This cannot stand. The strong must dominate the weak. So much fuss over a drunken joke. When people say shit like that and then they tell you they were joking, you must kill them. You must kill them immediately.
Yeah.
Now, joke or not, we might have to tell Mommy and Daddy. Better safe than sorry. No, please, I beg of you. Patala has no sense of humor. Oh, relax, they're messing with you. We all know you would never have meant something like that. Oh, right, of course. Very droll, haha. I don't like this guy.
No, I don't either.
That information probably will come into play at some point in the future, is my guess. Some of it. At the very least, the name Patala. So what is this? This is... Okay, it's not doing anything just yet. We'll get... Over time, we will unlock a thing to do on this screen. But we're going to have to step into the next puzzle before we do that. And before we do that, we're going to say that's it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, we're taking on another case. We're taking on another case, and like this one, if it were me who was
What?
I'm trying to figure out a way to say that the case am a win. It already am a win, but I can't quite find the grammatical position to speak from that makes that thing able to fit in the slot. Yeah.
As long as you try, I feel like you can just say, "I am a winner." Am a winner. Am a winner.
All right. We're okay. Goodbye. Come back next time for a case that we will navigate more successfully than that sentence. And we'll see you then.